They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Good timing on the quick out. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. On the shuffle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play-action fake. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Runs through a tackle. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Owls offense will have its first possession of the game. Hand off from the shotgun. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Durant. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Chum. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Handoff from the gun. Fights off the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted.
It's so important when the safety drops that he takes the right angles. You see those receivers flying across his face. He's got to go meet the ball and the receiver a lot of times at the same time. Great break. Great job getting to the football and then securing it. A lot of times you're like, oh, man, catch it, catch it, catch it. The best thing. That's the best thing.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That's caught. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Baker. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He'll do it himself. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Georgia State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Durant. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Kennesaw State right back to work.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Running to the left. Oh, he's got a chance. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Dropping back, it's Durant. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He got it. Had to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there. On
the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Wants to go up top. Quick step and go. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Baker. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they can't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw again. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. They'll send the back in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw, it's Durant.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. On the move. Powers through the defender. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Made a defender miss. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, UNC! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Old Dominion is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 24 over Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Ward. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Durant. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Look out, he's got room. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Hunt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been a dynamite 1st half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Keenan Memorial.
He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Durant. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Reads it, fires complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. He's got his man across the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Flips it out to the back. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Tar Heels are on the move. Trying to bully their way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run? Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. The give to the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Durant. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the three. It is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30, the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Owls.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle, and with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 31 over Georgia State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Running back searching for a hole. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down. And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. to throw. It's Baker. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll keep it himself. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Give to the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Great place to start for this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Makes the grab on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man on the right. Plows through the defense. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Kennesaw State, 10.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Bringing the heat. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Snagged out of the air. Open space at the 25. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Durant. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Finds a tight end. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. They go to the ground. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple at second and 8. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Brings up second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the returner goes down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Dropping back, it's Durant. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Breaks the tackle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with second and 4. Looking to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Akron. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Jones. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. To the air on first down. He's got him. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on second down.
Brings up second down.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And now this team